Sunday Newsmaker on WHAG.
Welcome to Sunday Newsmaker. I'm your host, Mark Cram. This week, we're lucky enough to have a prolific recording artist here to talk about some exciting things he has on the horizon. Jason Kabler is a Greencastle, Pennsylvania native. He released his debut album, Follow Your Heart, in 1999. Since then, he's been busy releasing several other albums and in his spare time raising 2 kids. Jason was recently back in the area performing a series of local concerts as he gets gets ready to work on a new record label. And without further ado, we welcome to the program Jason Kabler. Nice to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
So you grew up in the Greencastle area?
Yeah, born in Hagerstown, grew up in Greencastle, absolutely.
All right. Tell us a little bit about growing up here and how that influenced your music.
Well, the actual location didn't influence as much as the situation. I was born legally blind. Mm-hmm. And so I was unable to do sports growing up and a whole lot of things. So music kind of just fell into my lap. My mom was very musical. She could play the banjo, the guitar, all kinds of different things. My brother John was the same way. And any family reunion you went to, it was just loaded with...
You were jamming.
If you could make a noise out of it, we made noise out of it. So they really influenced me to play music.
So that really got you interested in music then?
Absolutely, yeah. And it's so therapeutic also.
Yeah. What style of music did you play?
Back then, I started out with like heavy metal, things like Guns N' Roses and stuff like that. And then my mom showed me Garth Brooks. And she said, check this guy out. He's kind of like rock. And I watched him. He's crowd surfing and swinging out over the crowd. And so I went to country for a while. And now I'm kind of full circle. I'm back kind of into the rock, Americana, pop, that whole genre.
Yeah, so your music has kind of evolved over the years. You've tried different styles.
Yeah.
So your first style was clearly country?
Well, first style was rock.
First was rock.
Yeah.
So now you've come back to that. So what's your inspiration for your songs as far as producing specific songs about different topics?
That's the great thing about writing is the inspiration can come from everywhere. It could be a really cool guitar progression that sounds really neat. The song that I'm going to be doing later on started with that. It was just a really cool guitar thing. And a lot of times it's just what's happening in my life. And just what I feel. And we're always writing down. Writers are always writing lists of just names of titles. I probably have 800 titles written down on throughout my house on sheets of paper. And then you get together with other people that write, and you're just like, that one. And if it interests us both, we play it.
Very good. Now you've been back to Greencastle. Let's talk a little bit about what it's like to come home and what you've been doing.
Eating gibbles.
Eating gibbles. Okay, well that's a respect. I guess they're not available in Nashville.
No
yet,
gibbles
right?
in Nashville.
Okay, well, maybe we can fix that.
Yeah, we get distribution there. No, man, I love coming back here because I get to see friends. We've got quite the nice fan base back here. I've gotten to watch it grow throughout the years, to where when I first started coming back, I'd get a couple people at each show that I knew. And now we're just getting amazing crowds. And it's absolutely awesome. And they're yelling out songs they want to hear. And they're songs that are mine. Normally it's Freebird. Now they're yelling out my songs, which is great. And it's great to be able to see them. It's great to spend time with my dad, who's like my manager / roadie / everything to me. And he's at every single show. So I get to come see my dad. It's amazing.
There you go.
Yeah.
I've heard some artists say that traveling and performing for strangers is much easier than performing for family and for people you knew or grew up with. Is it a little different coming home to perform?
It is, especially for the people who have never seen me that I know. They'll come in, and luckily, word of mouth has gotten around. So I feel like it's a little bit easier, and it's also easier with bigger crowds. I would much rather play in front of 300, 400 people than 5. I'm sitting in front of 5, and I'm just like get a little bit nervous, but yeah, so I like it a lot.
All right, well, you certainly have plenty to offer, and we're going to sample your music in just a little bit. Still to come on Sunday Newsmaker, we'll continue our conversation with Greencastle native Jason Kabler, and after the break, Jason has a big announcement to make. Later in the show, he'll perform right here in our studio. Stay with us. Welcome back. We're talking with musician Jason Kabler. Jason just told us about his career and his recent return home to Greencastle, Pennsylvania. But we want to look now at the future. I understand you have a pretty good announcement to make here.
I have a wonderful announcement.
Fantastic.
A few weeks ago, I signed a new record deal with Heart Songs Corporation.
Very nice.
Which is amazing. Any country music fans might know the name Cowboy Troy. He was with the Music Mafia with Gretchen Wilson and them. Cowboy Troy is one of my label mates. And the other label mates are just, it's like a big family. I seriously have never been with a group of people that I just absolutely adore their music. I adore them as human beings. I love them all. They're so, you just feel like a big family. It is amazing. And our owner really facilitates that. Jill Pavel is just amazing. She does some great work. We have Heart Songs, and we also have Heart Songs for Veterans. And that's a secondary label that Jill started where artists from around the country will donate songs, EPs, or even full albums and donate the proceeds to help veterans. And it's amazing. I'm going to be donating one of my songs and very soon. And we're also doing a special CD coming up very soon that will go to that.
Very good. So the record company obviously has taken the lead on this, and that's been one of the incentives there. How do you, give us a little insight on the business. How do you get connected with a particular record company, a record label, especially one that, as you say, you know, has that feel of being family?
I lucked out. I really did luck out. As far as the family thing, I got hooked up with Jill through my good friends Sue Mason and Bob Steele, and they're with they're with Route 66 Cruise and Country, and they're friends of mine, and they videotape my shows a lot, and they sent her videos, and they said, "Hey, check this guy out." And then all of a sudden I got hooked up with Jill, and we fell in love with each other. We know each other so well. We both, you know, I've been in this business for many years, and so and she's the same way. We know each other, we get each other, and it's great. And so ever since that day we clicked, and now it's going to be an amazing ride.
Okay, give us a little more information about as far as the veterans. So these will be songs that will raise money for them? Or?
Yes,
okay.
yeah. Just one of the examples is a good friend of mine, Bert Murray, just released a song called A Better Way, and 100% of the proceeds go to help get a veteran a service dog, which is amazing. Now, I'm going to be doing a very special, should we announce that now?
Go ahead. Here we go.
Everyone's been asking what my first CD is going to be, because I have a lot of songs coming out. We're actually going to do kind of a sharp left, and we're going to release Heart Songs for the Holidays with Jason Kabler and Friends. We're going to do a Christmas CD, and we're going to be donating the proceeds to the veterans, and we're going to be making up thousands of copies, and they're going to send the copies over to veterans overseas who are serving, and just do whatever we can to help them. Jill, I don't know if I've ever met anyone with such a big heart for veterans. And so she asked me, she's like, I know you have all these great songs you want to record, but hear me out. And she ran this Christmas thing, and I'm like, dude, that's my favorite holiday. Let's do it.
And now, how long have you been working on this project? I mean, it obviously didn't happen overnight.
Well, the Christmas thing?
Well, the whole thing with the veterans and the record label?
That's actually very close to happening overnight.
Really?
As far as,
exciting.
We haven't even gotten in the studio yet. We're just now going through the procedure of picking songs. We're going to have other artists come in and with Heart Songs and do duets with me, and I think we're going to hopefully try to get a big name artist to come in and do a song. We'll hopefully see that work out. But yeah, we're just in the song picking process right now. I've written a couple Christmas songs, and once we get those all picked out, then we'll head into the studio, and it's going to be amazing. And then after that's done, then we get to the next CD, which everyone's been waiting for.
Okay, where can people find your music?
Right now they can find it on Amazon, iTunes, all those normal places online, and they can also get to jasonkabler.com and find it. Yeah.
Well, we hope they'll go there, and we're going to get a little sample. So we're going to have Jason perform a few songs in the studio, so stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We've been talking with musician Jason Kabler, and here he is to perform his song, Salt Life. Jason?
Yeah, it's a song I wrote with my writing partners, Scott Barrier and Opal Justice down in Nashville. Hope you all like it. I can't wait to get there. I got a tropical plan, leaving all our troubles up in winterland. Kicking off our flip-flops, take a walk on the beach, window shopping for dinner around a coral reef. Now I can't wait to feel that island breeze, serenading you and me. We're gonna take each day real slow, with the sand between our toes, drinking only God knows what from a hollow coconut. Perfect paradise, the salt life. Waking up on the water, margaritas in bed, oh yeah. Not a single cloud in the sky hanging overhead. Beaching with my baby, there's nowhere I'd rather be. Watching the sizzling sun sink into the sea. Lying right here with you in my arms, beneath the blanket made of stars. We're gonna take each day real slow, with the sand between our toes, drinking only God knows what from a hollow coconut. Perfect paradise, the salt life. Now I'm gonna miss that island breeze, and until we have to leave, we're gonna take each day real slow, with the sand between our toes, drinking only God knows what from a hollow coconut. Perfect paradise, the salt life. Oh, living the salt life.
All right, Greencastle's own Jason Kabler. Fantastic. What a song. But Jason's just getting started. He's going to perform another song right after this break, right here on Sunday Newsmaker. We've been getting acquainted with Greencastle's Jason Kabler, and he's been entertaining us. He has another song he'd like to play. Here is Stereotypical, live in the WHAG studio.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Billy, Bob, and Gina were driving to the creek. 13 other people somehow in the back seat, drinking bottles of insert my beer sponsor's name here. They got to a field filled with pickup trucks, juniors on the tractor just a tearing it up, hoping that the local po-po ain't coming near. It's a stereotypical, totally predictable, stranger irresistible country song, yeah. They all got the same words, they're just a little turned around, and there always seems to be a bonfire in the background. You can search the dial for different, but all you'll hear all day long is a stereotypical, totally predictable, strangely irresistible country song. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sipping Fireball whiskey on a Friday night, bikini blonde dancing by the campfire light, whining to your bros about the one that got away. Sing the word, baby, about every other line on that dirt road, having a dang good time, praying that bro country is here to stay. It's stereotypical, totally predictable, strangely irresistible country song, yeah. They all got the same words, they're just a little turned around, and there always seems to be a bonfire in the background. You can search a dial for different, but all you'll hear all day long is a stereotypical, totally predictable, strangely irresistible country song, yeah. They all got the same words, they're just a little turned around, and there always seems to be a bonfire in the background. You can search a dial for different, but all you'll hear all day long is a stereotypical, totally predictable, strangely irresistible country song, yeah. This is my stereotypical, totally predictable, strangely irresistible country song, yeah. Tailgates.
All right, Jason Kabler, thanks for that performance. Thanks for stopping by the studio here. We're glad you're back in Greencastle, but he's heading back out on the road. We're going to wrap up things in just a couple of minutes and find out where you can catch Jason the rest of this summer. Stay with us. Well, we've had the opportunity to get a little better acquainted with Jason Kabler and his music. We appreciate the 2 songs you played. Let's tell the public where they can hear more.
Oh, well, you can definitely check out my website is the best way, jasonkabler.com. You'll be able to hear more music, see where I'm going to be. I'm going to be everywhere for the one I'm really looking forward to. I'm going to be at the Old Home Week in Greencastle. I'll be right after the parade on the square, my hometown. I love it.
All right, that'll be August 11th. Also, Blue Ridge Summit on the 5th, Shippensburg VFW on the 6th. That Old South Mountain Hotel on the 12th, South Mountain Fire Department on the 13th, and as you mentioned, jasonkabler.com for more information. And after all of that, you head back to Nashville.
Yes, and then I come back in October.
All right.
So yeah, always keep an eye on my website.
All right.
There you go.
Well, we wish you much success with your career.
Thank you.
You're certainly very entertaining, and the area is certainly proud of you here.
Thank you for having me.
Well, that's all we have time for this week for Sunday Newsmaker. Thank you for joining us. For all of us at WHAG, I'm Mark Cram. Thanks for watching.